an opening statement, and then we'll follow with questions.
Okay, well, just a tough game for us, certainly a game that started off bad early, and it just never seemed to get a lot of momentum. They had a ton of big plays, certainly something that we can't have and be successful. But, our guys fought hard. They did 60 minutes. I thought late in the game it was 48, I think 32, and we're down on the door, about 4 or 5 minutes to go, trying to make it a one-score game. So again, proud of the fight, but it's just way too many mistakes, and that's my fault. And certainly it's something we got to go to work and clean up. Okay.
Coach, when you look back on the week of preparation leading up to the game, in hindsight, was there anything that you saw that you can now kind of point to and says, we saw that coming?
Yeah, I always kind of blame myself, all that stuff, because sometimes you don't know during weeks if there's crisp in the week, and it was something I think I was a little worried about. But game day, I thought coming out of the tunnel, we were really ready. I just felt some good energy there, and I thought, man, we're ready to play. And it kind of snowballed on us early, and that's reality. The first play, they picked our receiver, and they got deep in him. He's by himself. He's in another zip code than everybody else. And after they scored, a couple of officials came back and serious. They said, Coach, probably should have called the offensive interference on that one, but it's still 7-0. And then but I appreciate him coming back and just at least acknowledging that. And then the second one, we're in position, they make a play, and boom, and then we had some third down drops on those first 2 series, and then the next one, I think they hit the zone play. I can't remember. It goes, for a touchdown. Now we're down 21-0. It seems like we just got off the bus, and I just don't think we ever really recovered from that, and certainly we got we battled back, we again, I thought going into third quarter, if we score on an opening drive, we get it to a 10-point game, and there's still almost a half to play, and we got down there, and weren't able to quite get it in there, and then we gave up another big play, and so it's something that certainly we got to work on this week.
Coach, do you have any kind of prognosis on next?
No, I don't, Jason. It's something we'll look at day to day, but I don't. I really don't right now. See how he does in practice,
Coach, the defense has given up a number of big plays this year. Could any of that be attributed to just kind of the defensive philosophy, kind of being a little more high risk, high reward type defense that we've seen this year?
I don't know, Nanny. You look back going into the game, we're giving them about 270 yards a game. Which on defensive standards is pretty good. Halfway through the season. So you're like, I felt like we eliminated some of those. We might be around 210, of course. And this game was there were some fluky things that happened, but certainly as a defensive coach, you're never happy with dynamic or explosive plays, and that was certainly the tell of the tape Saturday early, because I don't know if y'all were like me, but you felt like after 4 minutes, you felt like you're down 21-0. You think, my gosh, you're almost shell shocked at the very beginning of the game, and that's something we can't do. And again, one of them was pretty, like I said, I talked about the first play, but the second, we just, we're in great position, got to make a play, and then, it's I always talk about gap integrity and things of that nature, and that's something that we got to do a better job of inside. But again, like I said, we played hard. We kept fighting, and that's one thing that I do love about our football team. Down 21-0, and with 5 minutes to go, we scored. It's a 1-point game. You know what I'm saying? So there wasn't. Our guys played hard. They competed hard, and I'm proud of that. I got to do a better job getting them ready. That's just a reality. But again, I'm proud of their effort.
Coach, you talk about the big plays. You had 2 of them in the run game that probably added up to about half of their total.
Yeah.
Still, 339 yards on the ground is not good, especially
No,
when you guys came in.
It's not, Tim. It's not. But you look at, like you said, you could probably take about 3 of them and chalk up about 230 of it to that. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, 200. So, it's not anything you ever like to see happen. You don't ever like a game, like that. And certainly we know we're playing a football team this week that is a very good football team, a physical football team, and we know we got to get better. And I think, that's our charge this week, and we got to go out and play physical football, Southern Miss football, play with great leverage. I'm saying do the little things right fundamentally, and I think that is a big, it's a big push for us this week. I'm saying at least that's what I'm preaching.
Coach, what was the mindset of the team following the game and on into today?
Well, we're gonna fight, Lanny. We're gonna fight. I mean, our guys we're gonna go to work and fight. I mean, certainly you're never happy after those games. Coaching's that business after tough losses or losses like that you kind of didn't see coming. Those are always hard to wake up to the next morning. It's always kind of good to get back on the field. Because you just want to get back out and compete again because it's tough. It's always fun sitting there looking at your ceiling all night on Saturday nights, and just trying to, replay. And as a coach, you're always trying to figure out what we can do better this week. And that's certainly what I'm constantly doing. But again, the one thing I do love about our football team is they go out and play for 60 minutes. And I thought we did do that.
Nick broke his thumb, or is it just?
Tim, you have to get with Todd. I mean, he came back in and played. He didn't break it, but he came back in and played the fourth quarter and the third quarter, and he's a tough guy, and so I mean, he threw the ball well too, and right now I think he's going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see him. We'll go out today at practice, and we'll go out there and see how he's chucking it around.
Caught it on the guy's helmet, got following
I
through.
think so. I think he got across and caught it. And the linebacker came through, and I think it was his helmet. It just kind of caught it on it, just coming through. Yeah.
Coach, early in the season, there was some speculation that you may get Draper Riley back at some point in the
I think
season.
so.
What's that
man.
looking like?
I think that's what we're targeting right now. So we'll see how he does this week. But that's what we're hoping for.
Facing LSU, coming off a loss, does it make it a tougher challenge, or you think your team will be more motivated to get back out there?
I think we're going to be motivated. I think every team, you better be motivated every time you get a chance to play football because you don't get that many chances in life to play. But certainly, it's always, it's always tough that day or two after a loss. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to get back on the field and get to play. And I think that's what I'm looking forward to tonight is just getting to practice, and just getting out on the field. But, I think, last week's not going to have nothing to do with this week, and that's the reality, It's just like, and 2 weeks ago it's got nothing to do with this week, and 3 weeks from now it's got nothing to do with this week. We've got to get ready this week, and we know we're playing a football team. They had a close loss to Wisconsin and had one of the controversial end to Auburn, and if they win both those, they're probably ranked number 2 in the country right now, or 3. So we know, and those were just, just close losses. So we know we're playing an excellent football team, and we know we got to be ready to go.
What does, to USM, what does the new coach plus the fact that LSU didn't play last week mean to you?
I think, I don't know, Alan, really. I think certainly Coach Ogeron's given them some juice. I think they went out there and played well against Missouri. I think it's a team that but you watch them, they play hard every Saturday. They have from the beginning. So, they're a football team again that we know is a really good football team. And we know they're a very talented football team, and understand that we've got to play better, and that's the big thing as a coach. We got to come out and play better football than we did last week for sure.
You ever cross paths with Coach Ogeron coaching, or?
We'll see each other once in a while. We go on the road and recruiting, but a guy that's a tremendous coach who does a great job, and they've got a great staff, and certainly we have the utmost respect for the coaching staff and LSU.
Players of the week.
Players of the week, we have on offense was Nick Mullins. I thought Nick was really a warrior out there Saturday. I think on special teams, Parker Schonfield just continues to do a great job there. Sherrod Ruff was our defensive player. You know, he didn't get his, came in a backup role, but had some big plays, and a guy that, you know, just really played hard when he got in.
Coach, 1994, I think, is the last time y'all played LSU. Were you on that staff?
I was a graduate assistant,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's, there was, it was a game, I can remember it a little bit. As things that get older, things kind of drift away, but it was, I think it was 16-14, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was probably, one of those games that went down to the line, and certainly, the big win in Southern Miss history.
Anything else?
Coach, are you expecting, I mean, will we see any different look personnel-wise this week, for any reason at all, on either side of the ball? Just in
No.
terms of like starters and backups?
You know, right now, no. I mean, you know, right now, I don't see anything out there that would be a big change, Jason, I really don't.
Coach, will there be any, I guess, different game plan if Leonard Fournette goes?
What, say again?
If Leonard Fournette goes, will there be any change in game plan?
No, I mean, they're good. They're good at running back. I mean, their ones, twos, and threes are good at running back, so we know we're gonna get good players no matter whether Leonard goes or not. We know he's a great football player, but so are their backups are excellent football players too, so we know they're gonna do what they do.
Do you tell your team anything or prepare them in any way for that environment, Tiger Stadium? I mean,
No, not really. It's like, you know, I think that's one thing I learned a long time ago is a field's a field. You know, that's the reality. Certainly it's, you know, but I said that when we went to, whether it's to Kentucky or whether we go to Alabama over the years or whether we go to LSU or whether we go to Starkville or whether we go to Georgia or whether we go to Florida. I mean, the bottom line is still 100-yard field. What counts is what we do between the lines, not what goes on outside the lines. And I think that's something that, you know, we certainly got to do better this week inside the lines.
Anything else? Coach, thank you.
Good, appreciate it, guys.